Hi, everyone. We at Graduation are so excited to announce the opening of the applications for the 2023 Grad Slam competition. My name is Lauren McGeehan, and I'm the Director of Academic Preparation, Recruitment, and Outreach here in Grad Division. We are so excited to coordinate the Grad Slam competition again in 2023. If you're not familiar with the Grad Slam competition, I invite you to take a look at the video of the 2022 competition, which is on our website and will be posted in the eLearn website as well. If you are familiar with the Grad Slam competition and you're interested in applying for this year, this orientation video will give you information about this year's process. If you want to look at the slideshow separately, it's going to also be available on the website and in eLearn. Let's get started. The goals of this orientation are as following. We want to make sure that you get to know Grad Slam. We also want to encourage participation from grad students from all over the academic fields and make sure that you are familiar with the competition rules and judging criteria, especially since there have been some significant changes from last year. Lastly, we want to prepare our competitors for a short quiz on eLearn before you enter the preliminary round. For more information on the latest updates on the competition, please check out our Grad Slam 2023 website linked here. And also, we would love it if you would follow us on social media at UCR Grad Slam and hashtag Grad Slam. Here in APRO, we are looking forward to this year's competition. In our office, we have two other Grad Division staff members who are going to be supporting you during this process, Leah Stiff and Carla Bonilla. We're all located in the University Office Building, and we're going to be available for drop-in Zoom meetings throughout the competition on Tuesdays from 10 to 11. So what is Grad Slam? Grad Slam is a UC-wide public speaking competition and professional development opportunity in which grad students like you will describe their research or creative projects in 3 minutes to a non-expert audience. Participating students are supported through public speaking workshops and feedback sessions as they progress through the preliminary, the semifinal, and final rounds. Contestants have the opportunity to win up to $5,000 here at UCR and another $7,000 if they advance to the UC Office of the President competition in May. Here are some more details about some of the prizes that our top competitors may earn. You can see that our UCR grand prize is $5,000 and that the UCR winner will advance to the UC Office of the President or UCOP competition, and that person will compete for the UCOP grand prize of $7,000. So there's a potential for earnings up to $12,000. Here in Grad Division, one of our big goals is to recruit students from all academic fields. We want to actively encourage international students and students in the social sciences, humanities, and arts to participate. In fact, if you enter the competition, you have a 20% chance of competing in the UCR finals. So, who is eligible to compete in Grad Slam? To be eligible for this competition, you must be currently enrolled as a full-time master's or doctoral student. And you must be in good standing with no more than 1 year beyond normative time. We want you to be enrolled through spring 2023, and we need you to be available for all the in-person events, the semifinal and final, and the UCOMP competitions. Lastly, unfortunately, students who have already won at the UCR level cannot participate in any other competition. This year's competition is going to be a combination of virtual and in-person events. So for the preliminary round, you will submit your pre-recorded video by February 1st, and it will be judged asynchronously. The next stage is an in-person semifinal round on February 22nd and February 23rd. The final will also be an in-person event on March 9th. You will present live on a stage at the Alumni Center in front of judges and an audience, and we will be live streaming the performance to a wider online audience. These presentations will be judged during the competition by judges and industry, community leaders, and UCR alumni, all non-experts. Now, if you advance to the UCOP Grad Slam, you will go to the UC system-wide event in San Francisco. It is tentatively scheduled for early May, and we'll have more details for you as they become available. Now that you know something about the structure of the Grad Slam 2023 event, let me share the schedule of some professional development and coaching sessions that we're going to provide for you to help you prepare for each event. The first opportunity is on January 20th with Bree McWhorter from Activate to Captivate, who coaches many UC students ahead of the Grad Slam. In addition, we'll also have open office hours with Grad Division and Grad Success staff for tips and pointers. The Zoom links are here in the slideshow, but they're also on our 2023 Grad Slam website and in the application. This slide describes the steps for entering into the preliminary round. You're going to fill out the online application. You're going to be admitted into our eLearn site, watch the orientation video, complete the quiz, and attend a workshop. The last step is to upload your preliminary video on eLearn by February 1st. Please note that as an additional incentive for students in the humanities, arts, and social sciences, the Center for Ideas and Society is offering $50 Amazon gift cards for the first 30 students who submit their video on eLearn. Now let's talk about some of the rules and regulations. This year, the UC Office of the President has changed some of the rules for the competition. So let's get started. The Grad Slam format is basically a 3-minute elevator pitch to a non-expert audience. Now remember, timing is really important in Grad Slam because points will be deducted incrementally 3 seconds after your time is up. Also remember that the timing commences when you engage with the audience for the first time. That could be your first word or even your first gesture. This year, UCOP has decided to reduce the number of slides that presenters can use from 3 to 1. So all contestants at UCR will only be able to use 1 slide during their presentation. But remember, that slide is optional. There are also a lot of rules about the content of your slides. Images used in slides must be either public domain, the intellectual property of the speaker, or fall under fair use provisions. Those links on the slide will help you understand those definitions. In cases of collaborative research, the presenter's contribution to the project must be salient and clearly specified during the presentation. Now, physical props during your presentations are allowed, but with lots of limits. So please use your common sense. Now, here are some specific guidelines for your PowerPoint slide. As we said before, all contestants may only use 1 slide, and everybody must use PowerPoint slides, not Prezi or Google Slides. Now, another change is that now you can have an unlimited number of PowerPoint animations on that 1 slide. However, embedded videos and audio files are no longer permitted in the Grad Slam competitions. You may make a special request to get pre-approved for the use of video and audio, but in general, UCOP is discouraging video and audio during the competitions. Of course, the slides must be set to the landscape aspect ratio. Once you created your slide, you'll need to make a recording of presentation for the preliminary round. We can help you with that. We have some resources on our website to help you, but we recommend that you record your presentation via Zoom. Most people will simply record a PowerPoint presentation. We encourage you to use the slides as background option if possible. We have some instructions for that on our website. You can also contact us for technical assistance, but we're hoping that you will attend Bree's workshop and also drop in our office hours for feedback before you submit your preliminary video. After the preliminary round, presentations will no longer be pre-recorded. They will be live and in person. Let me explain a bit about the rules for the in-person presentations that apply to both the semifinal and the final rounds. So for the semifinal and final, you may have notes or a hard copy of presentation, but we discourage you from using them because you will be judged on your interaction with the judges. Grad staff will control the computer and the projector. You will have a clicker to control the animations. Remember that timing is incredibly important during Grad Slam. Time starts when you first engage the audience. And then remember, you only have 3 minutes for your total presentation. We will hold up a yellow card when you have 10 seconds left. We will give you a red card when you're out of time, and the red card will be held up continually. And that means you've exceeded the 3-minute period and your 3-second grace period. which will cause you to lose points. Okay, so now that we understand the presentations, here's how you're going to advance through the competition. As we discussed before, there are 3 different levels. The preliminary round, which is a recorded video submitted by February 1st. A semifinal round, it's going to be live presentation in front of judges, and then a final round, which is also going to be live. Let's take a closer look at the scoring and judging for the preliminary round outlined here in red. For this, judges will review the recorded presentations after submission asynchronously. Each preliminary round contestant will be assigned to one of 2 groups, the blue group or the gold group, with 2 judges per color group. Each competitor will be scored by both judges within your color group, and the scores are going to be added together. You will only compete against the contestants in your own group. So blue group contestants will compete against other blue contestants. We are planning on about 7 or 8 contestants per group, but it might be low as 5, depending on the number of participants. From each preliminary round, the following competitors outlined in red with the highest scores are going to advance to the next step. The highest 2 scores from the blue group and the highest 2 scores from the gold group will advance. And please remember that we're always going to be giving you feedback and preparing you for each level. After the prelims, but before the semifinals, Dr. Annika Spears will give a workshop on preparing for the semifinals. And APRO and Grad Success staff are always going to be on hand to provide feedback and support during the open office hours. Now let's take a look at the semifinal round. The judging is basically the same as in the preliminary round, but there's a big difference in the presentation format between the preliminaries and the semifinals. For the preliminaries, remember you submitted a recorded video for your presentation. However, if you advance to the semifinal round, your presentation will be live in front of judges on either February 22nd or February 23rd. Contestants will upload the presentation of their PowerPoint slides ahead of the competition date, and then judges again will review your presentations immediately after you give them, but in person. As in the preliminaries, you will receive 2 scores from 2 different judges in the semifinal. Those scores will be summed. Also, as in the preliminary round, the highest 2 scores from the blue group and the highest 2 scores from the gold group will advance to the next stage. And finally, we get to the finals. The finals will be live in person on stage at the Alumni Center, and you'll be presenting live to judges and an audience. We'll also be live streaming the events. Now, there are some procedural differences when we get to the finals because there's no color grouping, no blue or gold groups. The entire judge panel scores every contestant, and there will be an audience choice award. Audience members will choose their favorite via an online form. Now let's talk a little bit about the judging rubric. Our judges come from a wide variety of backgrounds, and every round will have a different group of judges. So please make sure that your presentation is for a non-expert audience. However, they will use the same rubric for every round during the competition. During all 3 levels, the judges will be scoring you on 6 categories, each on a 5-point scale from 1 to 5. So every judge can give you a maximum of 30 points. Here are some important points. You won't be judged on your video recording or audio quality in your recorded videos. Judges will focus on the presentation itself and how you communicate your research to a non-specific audience. This year, there is no longer a judging category for the visual aspects of your presentation, so focus on your delivery. Here are the categories, as seen in this mock-up of a judge's scoring card. Clarity. Did the speaker provide adequate background knowledge to make the talk and the importance of the project understandable to a general audience? Organization. Did the presentation follow a clear and logical sequence? Delivery. Does the student's body language, eye contact, pace, and vocal range contribute to the presentation's effectiveness? Now, these are the themes that both Bree McWhorter and Annika Spears will be coaching during their workshops, so we really hope that you will attend them. Appropriateness. Was the topic and the significance communicated in language appropriate to an intelligent but non-specialist audience? Did the speaker avoid discipline-specific jargon or explain it when it was necessary? Significance. Does the student foreground why this project matters in their field as part of the significance? If the student presents collaborative work, is it clear what the student's contribution really was? And engagement. To what extent did the talk speak to the judges' intellectual curiosity, and did it make the judges want to learn more about that topic? The judges will have an opportunity to make comments at every level of the competition to tell the speakers how to improve their presentations. We will ask them to specifically highlight one area where the speaker does well and one area where they can improve. Okay, we are almost done. Just a few more items I need to mention. Don't forget that the UCR Grand Prize winner will receive an all-expense paid trip to San Francisco for the UCOP Finals. To be eligible to compete in this contest, you must view this orientation and take the quiz on our online eLearn Grad Slam website. We're hoping that you'll attend at least one of our introductory professional development workshops. You need to submit an application and upload your recorded preliminary presentation by February 1st, and make sure that you can be available for the semifinal and final competitions. Please remember that the application form is linked here at the QR code below and in the comments for this video on YouTube and also on our website. Here are some more resources that you might find helpful for your presentation. We also have some more resources on our website. Please remember that you can always contact me with questions about the Grad Slam event. We have drop-in office hours every Tuesday from 10 to 11 over Zoom. Thank you so much for watching this orientation video, and we really look forward to seeing your applications for Grad Slam 2023. Bye.